the chat like blown to smithereens.
You can try to connect. It's gonna try to reconnect me right now.
And that thing give me 232 seconds.
Man, I'm at 6, so we'll see.
All right, we're gonna know so. Oh, they're gonna hate it, but
Why is it? It is Night of Champions night.
that is.
Hashtag Dick Twitch. Um,
Yeah, they're having some technical difficulties that they tweeted about.
Meanwhile, it's Night of Champions, but we're gonna recap the whole week for each and every one of you and giving our own opinions and ways and all that jazz.
Right.
So we're gonna start out. Wiza, first off, how was your day today?
Very, very tiring, man. I think I've been up since about really early. And I didn't even catch any of the football games.
So you didn't see the Colts lose to the Dolphins.
So you just gonna throw that out there?
I'm just saying, the Dolphins.
Like you
Ryan
just
Tannehill.
like you don't want to bring up like the Eagles. You don't want to walk your way into this with like the Chiefs or nothing like that. Just gonna go right for the Colts, right?
I mean, I'm just saying the Raiders are winning, so I got nothing to talk about.
Uh,
Now, do you think San Diego's going to the Super Bowl?
San Diego.
Yeah, because the last two Eagle home openers, their opponents have won the Super Bowl.
No Smalls.
No, they're breaking that they're breaking that trend.
Uh, Damn, is San Diego gonna even be a wild card?
You gotta.
They'll be the chat like blown to smithereens.
You can try to connect. It's gonna try to reconnect me right now.
And that thing give me 232 seconds.
Man, I'm at 6, so we'll see.
All right, we're gonna know so. Oh, they're gonna hate it, but
Why is it is Night of Champions night.
that is.
Hashtag Dick Twitch. Um,
Yeah, they're having some technical difficulties that they tweeted about.
Meanwhile, it's Night of Champions, but we're gonna recap the whole week for each and every one of you and giving our own opinions and ways and all that jazz.
Right.
So we're gonna start out. Wiza, first off, how was your day today?
Very, very tiring, man. I think I've been up since about really early. And I didn't even catch any of the football games.
So you didn't see the Colts lose to the Dolphins.
So you just gonna throw that out there?
I'm just saying, the Dolphins.
Like
Ryan Tannehill.
Like you don't want to bring up like the Eagles. You don't want to walk your way into this with like the Chiefs or nothing like that. Just gonna go right for the Colts, right?
I mean, I'm just saying the Raiders are winning, so I got nothing to talk about. Now, do you think San Diego's going to the Super Bowl?
San Diego.
Yeah, because the last two Eagle home openers, their opponents have won the Super Bowl.
No Smalls.
No, they're breaking that they're breaking that trend.
Damn, is San Diego gonna even be a wild card? They'll be a wild card.
You got to figure Denver wins it, right?
Yeah.
Can you lower your TV?
You right. Where's that controller?
I'm like, this guy is full on in the NFL red zone right now.
I don't even know where my remote is.
I think Wise just has ESPN and the red zone channel. That's all he asks for.
And Cartoon Network and Disney. Gotta have that.
You got to lower your TV. It's like really loud. Like you're gonna have to mute your TV.
Yeah, I was trying to find the remote, but I can't. So
Dude, we just no self trying to lower the TV.
So I just
He just no sold an attempt.
all right, we're good to go.
He Adam Cole muting the TV.
Yeah.
So anyway, Wiza, we had to start off with Monday Night Raw, and what is the first thing we saw?
What is the first thing that we saw on Raw? I'm just so. What was the first thing on Raw?
I think I wrote it in the notes. Oh, the cutting edge. Edge.
Edge showed his face.
And the reason why you don't remember a lot is because Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I was.
They were competing, so you were flipping back and forth like I was.
Back and forth. But this week, tomorrow,
right?
There's not going to be much competition. Well, the people aren't going to be watching the Steelers versus the Bengals. I doubt it. It's not really a big.
It's you know what? That's going to be a very low rating. So that's in. And if they do something crazy tonight, then they really they can bank on it.
Well, we'll get to that. we already did our prediction video,
Uh huh.
but we could get more in depth with it. We got a little time here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Cutting Edge. Edge comes out. Where were they? Toronto? Not Toronto. They were
Toronto, you called it, sir.
okay. So they were in Toronto.
Yeah.
Um, Edge's hometown.
Correct.
Edge's hometown, and Edge was pretty much here just to promote his show.
Yes, that's on Sci-Fi.
And they plugged the heck out of it. Triple. Oh, we gotta
Well, he
get
was supposed to interview Randy Orton, but he wanted to interview Daniel Bryan. So then,
Triple H wanted what's this boy name Edge to interview. He wanted him to reunite with Randy Orton, not Christian. Randy Orton. He
Randy
wanted
Orton.
to reunite rated RKO and to Edge's to Edge's
It's because Edge has a stack of dimes for a neck.
Edge says that Randy Orton just doesn't have anything to talk about. So as long as he's known him, he's
For
never had anything. He pretty much just buried his mic work.
he buried Randy Orton.
He buried Randy Orton as a person.
Right.
As a person.
Yeah, as a human, as a human being.
He just said he's not cool to hang around.
No.
Damn, that sucks. Okay, so we go from that to him saying, I know what is good for business, and I'm going to interview someone that's good for business. And out comes Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
To a massive pop.
The crowd was hot. The crowd was hot. Good old Canadian crowd.
Yeah, you're always going to get good reception from the Canadian crowds.
Right.
That's just all up in all, let's say, East and West, all across Canada, you're going to get wrestling fans. They just love wrestling.
Yeah.
Hell, you might even have to try your best to convince me that they don't think that the shit is real. I believe that they think that it's all still real.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's still real to them.
It's still real to me, damn it.
But what did you think of the segment overall? Like, all right,
I think it was kind of it went kind of long. I think the dialogue between Triple H and Edge went a little too long.
I do find it funny that Triple H comes out, Edge insults him,
Calling him a dick.
Triple H completely no sells it,
Yes.
plugs his show anyway,
Yes.
doing the face thing. He's a face.
He's a face.
Say, all right, you're gonna talk all that crap about me, but I'm doing what's good for business. We had a business agreement for me to plug your show.
Right.
I'm gonna plug your show. He's doing what's good for business.
Right. Did you see Triple H has a hashtag now?
BFB. Yeah, BFB.
Yeah.
This guy here.
If he puts hashtag BFB on his shirts.
This guy here.
Hashtag BFB on his shirts.
He's out of control. There's no longer any control for Triple H.
No control.
He's taken control completely out of everything. But back to being good for business, he did what he was supposed to do. Then afterward, he decided to tell Edge, okay, now that we have the formalities out of the way, I finished doing what I was supposed to do. Let me go on ahead and tell you the truth, Edge. You never drew a dime.
Yeah. Maybe you're popular in front of these people, but you can never draw a dime, buddy, okay? Sorry to break it to you.
And he didn't even say it mean.
No.
He said it as though it was factual. Now, I don't know the numbers behind
I love it. I loved it. That's probably why he was always a world heavyweight champion and not a WWE champion.
Well, he was how many WWE championships did he hold? 2 or 3?
He cashed it in twice, right? He cashed it in. Oh, Cena. He won it against Cena.
Yeah, he was definitely one. But one thing
he won it off RVD.
Did he?
Yep, right after One Night Stand.
So he was only a 2-time WWE champion.
I'll have to pull it up right now.
Okay, but nonetheless, I wonder what the numbers are on him, on whether or not he was able to how their numbers did with him as champion.
Yeah,
I didn't think that they were. I thought that he was a pretty good champion. It was he was that schmuck, that guy you just hated. Edge knew how to draw heat, even though people loved Edge. He knew how to draw heat when it was.
He was a 4-time WWE champion.
Okay. So yeah, he knew how to draw heat. He was good at it. He was just really freaking annoying, and you wanted to hate him, and you wanted to get that title off of him. he never really looked like he never really had that look as a believable champion.
Right.
But you just couldn't get the belt off the guy. And
Right.
if he did, he was going to get it right back, whether it's the World Heavy or the WWE Championship. He was going to get it right back.
Mm-hmm.
So there was credit there, and they definitely did push the envelope with him. But he was never the face of the company. But he was definitely like toward the latter part of his career. He was definitely up there. And even though he was wrestling like some main event matches, he wasn't really in the main event. And I say that like, for example, with he had Taker at Mania.
Yeah.
How do you get Taker at Mania and you're still not the guy?
Yeah.
I believe he was a champion at the time, and Undertaker won the championship from him at Mania, right?
World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes. And yeah. So I guess maybe what Triple H was saying was a shoot. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
And if so, it's like, ooh, cutting deep, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome back, Edge. This is what we're doing now.
Because he said dick on live television.
Huh?
It's because he said dick on live television.
He did, oh, yeah, he did do that. Well, I'm pretty sure Triple
I
H.
love the asshole chant from the crowd, and Randy Orton just goes to Triple H. He's like, "What are they saying?"
No sell it, Randy. No sell
No
it.
sell it.
We're faces over here, even in Canada. Watch.
The only true heel in that family is Stephanie.
Stephanie's full-fledged heel.
Well,
She's full-fledged heel to the point where Triple H is even calling her a heel.
yes.
Triple H is no selling Stephanie right now. Yeah, I know she went a little bit over the line there, but it's my wife, man.
I just love how Triple H no sells it. Like, how like Dusty Rhodes.
His interview that's on WWE.com.
Yeah.
If that doesn't convince you that he's a face, I don't know what can. That guy is full. He's babyface right now. He's more babyface than Daniel Bryan.
Time out, but let's look. Dusty Rhodes tweets after the match, which we'll get to in a bit. Hey Triple H, wake up! The Rhodes dynasty won't be denied. He just quotes Goldust and says, "Hey buddy, once again, great effort!" Exclamation mark.
Yo.
You,
Yeah, I retweeted and favorited the heck out of that one.
you need to go to @Triple H. Everybody needs to go to @Triple H and retweet and favorite that. And if you can quote it,
you know how hard it is for me to follow someone. I had to like all of his tweets are just so.
Hey buddy, once again, great effort. I'm like, what? Like he's acting like a dick. Hey, good job, Tony. Good job. You just fired me. Great effort. Great effort. No sells everything.
Yo, how could you get mad at the guy? He's telling you what you want to hear.
Exactly.
This guy is babyface, man.
Super babyface.
And I was taking a look because I seen that he was tweeting. He tweeted a picture with him and Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah.
Bruno Sammartino Appreciation Day out in New York.
They were doing something for Madison Square Garden.
No, it was actually a appreciation day for Bruno Sammartino. They visited Madison Square Garden.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Solid Monster went to it. Solid Monster went to the same.
Yeah, they actually do it every year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and they were just so I went and I looked at Bruno Sammartino's Twitter. I'm like, let's look. For some reason, I just like to go and see how many followers people got.
Right.
And he had about 36,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked like, let me see what the heck this guy is tweeting. I'm interested in what the heck he talks about. Every tweet was a picture.
Yes.
Like, why don't you just go on Instagram, dude? He wasn't even like, well, he would describe the pictures.
Okay.
But every tweet was a picture. And it surprises me that CM Punk is actually taller than him. So I guess he must have shrunk with old age. But he's built, man. He got, it actually was painful to my eyes that I saw this. But he has this picture where he's posing. He's like, showing his strength. He's posing to show his muscles off. But Smalls, he's in his tighty blackies, man. He's in the Punk panties, man. This old guy is posing, showing his muscles, and he's in the Punk panties.
You're out of control.
He's too old for that shit, Smalls. But I must say, that guy is fucking ripped as an old man.
Who?
Bruno.
Bruno's funny, dude.
Bruno is jacked.
Bruno's in shape. He can fuck you up.
Maybe the kid that was behind us screaming, "You still got it." Maybe he was
I
on it.
think Bruno can do some serious damage.
Yo, he's gonna come in and Dick Ryback. You say something to me. You say something.
Only in Madison Square Garden. If there's a house show or if it's a show at the Madison, he only shows up at Madison Square Garden.
So Dick Ryback's gonna put Bruno over.
If it's at a Madison Square Garden house show.
So here's the scene. Here it is. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ryback's backstage.
Mm-hmm.
He walks up to some pipsqueak, doesn't like what's going on. He smacks him, right?
Right.
Bruno comes up to him. Hey, what'd you do that for? Ryback turns around. He doesn't see him. He turns around. You say something to me?
Uh-oh.
Bruno, you say something to me? So Ryback goes to smack him. He completely ducks it and puts him in a label lock.
Right.
For no reason.
Mm-hmm.
You say something? And he's just smacking Ryback in the back of the head. Just smacking him for no reason. We're going to put over Bruno Sammartino in Madison Square Garden.
Ridiculous.
All right, but nonetheless, Bruno probably doesn't still have it, but that guy is jacked. So back to Triple H and all of this stuff. He's the baby face of the whole thing. He went and he buries Edge, and I guess they use this situation to write off Christian.
Okay.
By saying the Shield jumped him, and because he already has pre-existing injuries, this was their way of getting him off of television.
Cool.
Now, you're going to have to fill me in because there was another Edge segment that I missed.
There was an Edge segment on a SmackDown.
No. It was on Raw, backstage.
Oh, yeah, because he wasn't medically cleared to compete or whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do on my show? You're on my show.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So he came back there butthurt about Christian? Like, what happened? I completely didn't see it at all.
Yeah, he just came back there butthurt about Christian.
And then he asked him to leave?
Leave, yeah. You get off of my show. This is my arena. Like, okay.
And you see that? You see what Randy Orton's holding? That's my belt. He's just holding it for me.
You got a stack of dimes for a neck.
All right, so what was the next? What do we have next on the that we want to?
Next up was Dolph Ziggler in a match against.
When I seen Ziggler come out, I said, "All right, okay, cool." When the lights went out, I said, "Oh shit!"
When I heard that, I'm like, "Oh my god, burial!"
I just said, "All right, Ziggler, it's been nice knowing you. It's over for you.
It's over, dude.
Whatever high hopes we had for you." Soon as the freaking lights went out, I said it's.
I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna be like a retarded like squashing.
It was just no doubt in my mind. I said, all right, Ziggler's just gonna come out here, 2-3 minutes, get squashed, match over.
Right.
And Bray Wyatt's just gonna drop the mic on his head.
Right.
Well, he didn't do that, but they did manage to drag his dead corpse across the ring.
Yo, Dolph Ziggler's selling death.
Yo, when he hit him with the Sister Abigail, I don't know if Bray Wyatt just completely flung him across the ring. Why is Ziggler overselling the Sister Abigail?
It's supposed to murder you on the spot.
It's supposed to drop down hard. Ziggler flops over into the fucking entrance ramp.
Exactly.
What? What is he doing? Oh my god.
So Bray Wyatt wins clean.
Well, no, it was clean.
Oh yeah, there was that little
distraction. It was a distraction.
That's right. That little distraction occurred, and that's what kind of I guess gave it the okay for the beat.
Yeah, and Bray went and splashed him in the corner, and that's when he hit him.
And he was staring a hole through somebody in the audience.
Oh man, Bray, I'm about to grab like my door and do the Bray Wyatt. I gotta see if I can lean back that far. Have you tried it?
Oh, I can do it. I've done it.
So it's not really hard?
No, but you have to have something to grab. If you have the ropes to grab onto and you pop your feet, and you're on your toes, like it's easy.
But Bray, like his head
His hair, the hair, and
Like
it's
his head be by his calves. Like he's the new Calfzilla.
oh, it's working. The chat is working.
Chat's good now.
Yeah.
Let me see. All right, I got 24 seconds on the chat,
All right. We
but
got
it's good
100,
that you
we
said.
got 193 wise, and maybe you should tweet out the stream.
Oh shit, I didn't even tweet it out to begin with. My fault.
It's the Night of Champions preview. After Bray Wyatt won, we got one of those Los Matadores promo who we're both predicting. Are you predicting they're coming out tonight?
Nope.
I'm saying they're coming out tonight.
Nah, I don't see him coming.
They could come out, and you know what? Imagine if they win it just to get murdered by the Shield. And
You
somebody,
know what I was just randomly thinking?
what?
3MB wins
How?
for no reason. It was just a random ass thought. 3MB wins, gets the pay-per-view shot with the Shield, and just get completely killed like body bags. Ultimate burial.
Body bags.
Yes, but fuck that. Curtis Axel and Kofi Kingston you have on this list next.
Yeah, they came out, and Kofi won by DQ because Axel was busting a nut on him.
Yeah, he had him in the corner just straight ejaculating in his face. Like he was out of control, this guy.
I'm not a fan of that referee. That referee botched the two Divas matches, and he kind of was not convincing in this match.
Was it the black guy?
The black guy.
Yeah, he's a fuck up. He done
There's
set us.
a good ref in NXT. That guy that refereed the Cesaro Zayn match,
Right.
he's really good. He refed on a match on NXT also, and it was a good match.
Yeah, with this guy setting us back a few years, man. I don't believe him. So then we had all right, so he's in the corner just completely kneeing this guy to the face, gets DQ. Paul Heyman says, "Hey, dude, buddy, you do that bullshit at Night of Champions, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. I'm gonna need you to chill the hell out, dude."
Mm-hmm.
So they take it to the back, go to commercial. Apparently, during a commercial break, someone came out and just splashed some water on the floor. Paul Heyman slips feet first in the air, twist up all his shit, snap all his shit up, and he can no longer do anything.
Right.
So he wants to withdraw from the match, and Paul Heyman's just pulling out all the stops here to try to get the heck out of this match.
Right.
And he's also not really helping put Curtis Axel over.
Mm-hmm.
Like he went from, this is the Intercontinental. He went from being a credible champion to you don't stand a chance. Like you don't even exist in this.
It's all about CM Punk and Paul Heyman, and you're just lucky to be there.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And to be quite honest,
yeah,
he really is. He's very lucky to be in this position. If we go back to his interview with you, which I just have to keep going back on.
Okay.
If you look at that and you say that guy is in a star role in one of the top feuds, the top storylines, in wrestling today, you say this guy right here, the guy that talks like this.
Now, if it was Antonio Cesaro,
I wonder how Antonio Cesaro would be in this role.
Can you imagine a Cesaro versus Punk match though at Night of Champions?
Oh, it would be awesome. I just wonder how his personality would be in this role. Not saying I doubt it.
I think Punk would work with him. I think Punk would adjust.
Adjust to what?
Cesaro.
I think that anybody that's with Paul Heyman should not talk. Don't say nothing. Just be there to look like. Yes, don't say shit. Just be there to look like the muscle. That's all you need to do.
Cesaro doesn't have to talk.
If Cesaro doesn't talk and he's with Paul Heyman and he has the moveset that he has, oh Jesus Christ. Oh, Paul Heyman would put him on. Like it would be nuts how over Cesaro would be without even having to say a word. Curtis Axel should not talk, and he should work on his physique a bit, but he should not talk because it just doesn't. It's not coming off well, and it's not matching the persona they're trying to give him. Yeah. And on top of that, like when he's walking down the entrance ramp, he's talking and talking and talking. I'm just like, you don't even talk well when the mic isn't even in your face. You just look bad screaming. Like it just looks like he
The
should.
moment of the
I
Genesis.
don't know if he's practicing or what. He just looks like he shouldn't be opening his mouth. Like his mouth should be
And my
like
interview with him didn't convince you different?
he can't talk, dude. He can't. As a matter of fact, you don't laugh. Curtis Axel should wear a mask.
What?
I don't want to see his mouth move. First of all, why does he hold the mic to his chin? He's not even talking into the mic. His chin is right there. Oh my god. I can't with Curtis Axel. I can't do it. He shouldn't talk. So anybody that is a Paul Heyman guy just shouldn't talk. I mean, the whole thing with him and CM Punk, it was almost as if they battled a bit until Heyman just said, "Fuck, I shouldn't even be talking because CM Punk is just gold on the mic by itself."
Right.
Um, but these other guys, straight heel. Well, CM Punk was a pretty good heel
Mm-hmm.
with Heyman, but these other guys, they just shouldn't talk. And I think that even though Cesaro can. He's not great, but
That's
he
the
can.
game. Thank you, best in the world. Dolph Ziggler sells like he's in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh shit.
Or that's the game I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the name.
Um,
Super,
damn.
Super Smash Ziggler. I love
Wow.
it though. I
He
want to sell
fly
like that.
off the screen. God. We need to tweet that to Ziggler. We need to tweet. We need to tweet that to Ziggler so that shirt becomes made. Super Smash Zigglers. But nonetheless, I still don't see the chat. The chat is good for you.
And it just died again.
Oh, fuck Twitch.
Thanks Twitch TV support. At Twitch TV support.
So, what were we talking about? Yeah, Curtis actually needs to wear a mask.
Okay.
This way his mouth doesn't move. Okay, so what else did we have on this? All
We had
right,
a Divas match nobody gave a shit about, but the commentary was incredible.
tell me about it.
AJ Lee dropping bombs.
She dropped a really nice bomb on Lawler,
On the King.
on the King, where the King was pretty much it was something that he said, and she pretty much told him, "You wouldn't know." I don't know if he just wasn't familiar with what was going on at the moment or what was going on storyline wise. But she pretty much turned to him and told him, "You would know if you actually watched, if you actually watched the show."
Wow.
Pretty much insinuating that Jerry Lawler,
Doesn't give a shit about the product.
yes.
Which is true. He does
And
Raw. He goes back home to Memphis. Doesn't give a shit.
and I say that to say this. They are using so many elements of reality in everything that they do. It's ridiculous.
I know.
It's out like and she's real stern with her commentary. But tell me more about her commentary. Because I did miss a bit of it.
Because
But
then they talked about how AJ Lee had the tattoo on her neck.
she has a tattoo on her neck? I didn't even see it. What is
Yeah,
it?
it's the date of when she won the Divas title.
Nice.
So it was that payback. Just June 15th, I believe. Then Jerry was like, "Do you have any more tattoos?" And then AJ Lee was like, "I think I'm a little too old for you, Jerry. I'm 26. I know you like him younger."
I heard that.
That was
She completely no
and,
sold his pickup line.
and then she was like, "Yeah, I date you're too." And then I guess Jerry Lawler said like, "You're too ugly for me" like 4 times, but they all no sold it.
Oh, Jerry said that to her?
Yeah, but they completely no sold it.
I didn't even hear it.
They might have cut his mic off at one point.
Wow. So AJ was just out there delivering the haymakers, huh?
Correct.
I don't even know who was in the match. What was the match?
It was
Was it that 3-on-3 like Oksana?
correct. It was Oksana, Layla, and Alicia Fox versus Brie Bella, Naomi, and
Okay,
Natalia.
so Pauls, you want to talk about the next part. This is now becoming your favorite guy. He came out to interrupt a match between someone I don't.
Are we just gonna completely no sell the Divas match right now?
So he came out to interrupt a
The
match.
Miz and Damian Sandow. Now,
One of those guys doesn't exist. So the Miz was shadow. I mean, not the Miz. I'm sorry, I lied. Sandow was shadow boxing here.
okay, he got knocked down, and as the I guess when there was a comeback coming from the Invisible guy. No, that sounds dumb. The Miz had a up, and then the crowd was completely no selling this match until Fandango's music dropped. The arena exploded
Smalls, you have to say the name correctly.
at the end when he does it, and then he comes out fucking like slow as shit, like doing this gangster ass pharaoh walk, and the crowd is going nuts. And he's dancing, and then Sandow won. Thank God with something he won, and then he was like, "It's."
He rolled him up.
I know he rolled him up, and then Sandow, no selling everything, is trying to get his briefcase. It's hilarious in the background.
Right.
And Fandango's like, "It's Fandango," and he does the finger.
The finger thing needs to be. That needs its own Twitter handle.
Fandango's finger.
Fandango's finger waggle.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever we're gonna call it.
Fandango's finger wang.
And it needs to be put over because that is out of control. Like I didn't think people caught it. I didn't think people caught the finger. I thought I was the only one to see it.
Oh no, I noticed that right away. I was laughing. I was
What
telling my
is Fandango doing here? What is it? What was that? What who told him to do that? How did he come up with the finger?
Fandango's so awesome. The Rock put him over in an interview.
He's out of control, man.
Fandango is my idol right now because he's so fucking
right now.
He's fucking awesome.
So, what did The Rock say about him?
Because he was just impressed by how much he embraced the character.
He really is.
You know,
because most people would probably, see the gimmick. They would say, all right. And they would try it out and it would probably last with them for about a month or two and before they give up on it and, just get buried.
Right.
Fandango has gone through burials with this thing. He's gone through the crowd favorites with this thing.
And then when he came out,
milking it.
When he comes out on SmackDown, we'll talk about it because his entrance on SmackDown was ridiculous.
All right, he's completely invested in this gimmick.
I love it.
In the vest jacket.
The dollar symbol with him with his name and shit.
He's out of control. He is out of control. Like I was starting to not like. Remember, I was starting to fall off the Fandango wagon, but he hooked me back.
Did you notice that he kind of stopped doing all that butt shaking and get?
Yes.
He cut that crap all out and just started going hilarious again.
Yes.
He went back to being awesome.
He was mega gay with the walk. He was mega gay with that walk. He like his ass going switching and carrying on. He was out of control. But now he's just like he dances to the ring. It's not like, and what he did at Mania with when he was about to start the match with Jericho, he's out there stretching and doing all this.
He's not doing that anymore.
It's all gone.
Yeah, he's turned into this cool, smooth operator. Like I can get anybody in this lounge, club, bar kind of guy.
And you know what? If we go back to the interview I had with him, he pretty much said that it's a character that's developing. So I guess he is developing into that character that we saw on Total Divas.
I wonder if that's how Johnny Curtis. I'm sorry if that's how Fandango was before he became a before he was on TV. Like I wonder if that fit. It seems like that's his personality. So I think that's why the character
show.
Huh?
He needs a show.
I just think that's like how Dean Ambrose says Dean Ambrose is just John Moxley is just me personified. I think Fandango is Johnny Curtis or whatever what do you want to call him is like him personified. You know what I mean? I think he already had that kind of style and that kind of
stuff. I think that he where was he before WWE?
I don't know. He's from like Maine or something, I think.
So he's a WWE guy.
Yeah, he's a WWE guy.
Wow. So he went straight from training into like FCW and NXT.
Yeah, he did some He did Independence for about 3 years. Then he was in Deep South
Okay.
for till '06 to '08. Then '08 to '06. He was in WWE developmental for 6 years.
Wow.
7.
That's probably because they couldn't find anything for him.
Right.
Or sometimes they just forget about guys. But it's good that they got him up there now, because he's fully invested in this gimmick. And I think that the gay stuff that they were doing with him was probably just a rib.
I think Fandango is going to be well tonight. Dancing with the Stars premieres. I mean, I'm sorry, Monday. Tomorrow, Monday, Dancing with the Stars premieres. So I think Fandango is going to be given a huge push.
We'll see. I think so. Well, he's getting it. Question is, when the heck are they gonna turn him face?
They're going to do a double switch with Miz and him.
I think that he should go after the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be the guy to take it off of Dean. Definitely shouldn't take it off of Dean.
Who takes
He-
it off of Dean?
They're gonna have Generico,
Sami Zayn?
maybe,
Really?
because they need to. They need to. Do we have a segment in here for Sami Zayn? Do we have one?
Here's a
Yeah,
better
but it's
here's a better one. Who takes off the IC title?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Fandango.
Fandango's going to beat Curtis Axel?
I think that he should.
That would be awesome.
I think he should. He
He was
I
supposed to
think
get the
that,
title.
that's one, and I think that Intercontinental title fits him. And according to
Oh my god, around his waist. Dude, he's going to start wearing all white and shit. Watch.
yeah, according to Summer Rae, the Intercontinental title is the only thing that she cares about. So maybe that was telling. Maybe they're building him toward that one, because she did.
Yeah, he's not going after the US. He's going after the IC.
He's going after the IC, and then he's going to go after the Divas Championship.
Oh my lord.
That's what she said.
Oh, stop it.
That's what she Smalls. That's what she said.
I know.
She's out of control. And what's funny is I'm actually not even noticing her anymore. I don't know if she's become like complete background, but
She's just there. It's like, but it's because you're so used to her being there already.
but I was, for a while, I was, when she come out, the spotlight was really on her for a little bit. She was starting to overshadow him,
Right.
and now I don't even notice her, even when she comes out with him. Like I just noticed I don't blame the interview. I don't know, but I just noticed Fandango.
Right.
Maybe that's why I noticed the finger waggle.
Finger waggle.
All right, so next we have shit, Cesaro and Santino.
Santino returns,
Yep.
and Antonio Cesaro proceeds to. I think he watches us or follows us because we tell him to just do the most ridiculous things, and he was completely out of control with his giant swing.
Smalls, what the fuck?
That was awesome. Like I was dying I was on the floor.
How do you no sell gravity like that?
He's just
Like
so
when he
fucking.
dropped him, he didn't even stumble.
He just walked into the corner all pissed.
Like he just threw it, and he was still ready to keep going. Like what the heck?
If the crowd starts counting, he'll go to 100.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's if you give him time, though. If you give him time.
I've seen it. And what's funny is the giant swing actually lasts longer than some of his matches.
The way Santino was selling it was awesome.
Yeah. What the hell just happened on Twitch?
You have been blocked from using Twitch.
Wow.
Why? What did we do? Whoa.
Wow.
Why? What happened?
Well, you're still recording our audio, right?
Yeah.
Then the show must go on.
Okay. Let's see. Let's read it. What are we doing?
Oh.
Don't tell me we got to go to Ustream, huh?
Let's just keep going. They'll get it when you upload it.
All right. Well, we'll upload it on YouTube. We're gonna go to you. We have to go to YouTube soon.
Yeah. Well, we got 100 subscribers there, so we should be able to do it anytime. All right. Continuing on.
All right.
The giant swing
The giant swing.
How many revelation? How many revs did he get on this thing? About they say about
36. He did
And
it
what's
36 times.
what's funny, like if have you looked at like his face as he's doing it?
Yes.
Like he's just so calm. It's I, it's hard to describe. Like he's just a figure, and he's just like he's hilarious. I just want to know who gave him the okay to do it. Like, did he just go back there and say, "Dudes, you gotta let me put some of these moves over. You gotta let me. You gotta work with me. I can get over. You just gotta let me do my stuff. Let me do my thing." And they said, "All right." He said, "Look, I've been doing this big swing in the Indies. You gotta let me do it one time. Just feel the crowd on it. If the
Uh,
crowd don't like it, I won't do it again." He gets out there, he swings Santino Morella around 59,000 times. The crowd goes absolutely insane. Standing ovations, clapping, holy shits, oh my gods. The crowd is nuts.
yes.
And after that, they allowed him to do it some more. They allowed him to do it, well, you said we'll get to it on SmackDown. He did it on SmackDown, right?
What? The swing?
No, he did it on main event.
Main event. But I like how the crowd went from maple syrup to holy shit.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Let me see. You have Lola says he hasn't seen it in years, even though Henry did it to Cena at Money in the Bank. Did he?
He did.
Really? How many
He only
reps?
did it for like one circle though. He didn't do it like Cesaro.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But he
Cesaro just did the most ridiculous. Cesaro's ridiculous. Wait till he does the UFO.
yes. Do you remember when Cesaro did the big swing or the giant swing to the Miz outside, where he just
Yeah, into the
completely kept
barricade.
throwing him into the barricade, just boom, 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 boom. Now there's no revs on that, but he just kept doing it. Completely out of control, the guy. Okay, so now we have Randy Orton and Goldust.
Great match.
Same thing I was thinking. I was thinking like, okay, match is really good. It's telling a good story. Some people thought that it was, the match was slow, but that's the type of match both of these guys wrestle.
Right, and it's supposed to be slow.
Yeah, Randy Orton is a slow, methodical wrestler. So is Goldust. These are two big guys. They're not high flyers. They're not guys that's just gonna rev up the pace or anything like that. That's not their style. They like to tell a story with their moves and things like that. So I think that the match was perfect for what they can give. Orton did a good job putting him over. Goldust did a good job putting him over. Like they just really went at it.
Right.
Um, I Orton wins clean, but I wish that toward the end, man, my Twitter blew up.
Yeah,
I
I had
wish,
like 45 new interactions.
yeah, I wish that um at the end, like maybe like the last full 2 minutes,
Hmm.
Orton would just start like completely owning him at the end. And the
Right.
reason I say that is because this is your champion versus a guy that hasn't, been on TV in 3 years and hasn't wrestled in a real match in who knows how long. So, we needed to see like, all right, the current guy is finally taking over and he's way too much for Goldust to handle. And I would have liked for it to win like that, instead of, first there was the missed. Well, there was a missed move by Goldust. I don't remember. It was a freaking week ago.
Hmm.
And then the RKO. All right, cool, but I just would have liked for Randy Orton to look a little stronger toward the end. But nonetheless, the match was good.
The gold has hit the crossroads like Cody did.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, but I'm not talking about that. There was something else after that because Randy Orton kicked out of that.
Yeah. Then there was something, and then he flipped into an RKO.
Yeah, there was a move that he missed.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, afterwards, Goldust is backstage, Smalls, and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley or Levesque is all in his grill,
Yeah.
completely in his earlobe.
Right.
Just talking massive shit.
Right.
just getting complete heat. Like she's heel. It's all over her face. Like she's in your face heel. Like even I'm watching this and I'm like, oh, she's a bitch. I'm invested in the storyline, and even though I know it's all storyline, if
Right.
you get me to say, "Oh, you're just a bitch," then you're doing it right. Because again, I know it's storyline. I know, this is just what you're doing. It's not really what, how it really is. But fuck, damn, let that be me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have took it as easy as Dustin. But speaking of Dustin, I would have liked to have seen him work the Gold Dust gimmick more rather than the personal Dustin gimmick.
Okay.
Not gimmick, but the Dustin kind of trying to be like Gold Dust.
I feel you,
Because
yeah.
because if they wanted to go that route, strip the whole Gold Dust persona off of him and just let him be himself, come out with his jeans and his button up shirt like he used to with the sleeves cut off and the cowboy boots like he used to do when he would wrestle alongside of Dusty Rhodes.
Right.
And let him be himself. He would still put on the same match. He just wouldn't be hampered by the Gold Dust gimmick. He could still do some of the Gold Dust moves,
Uh-huh.
but it would just seem more real.
Right.
So you got more that you want to say on that, Stephanie, or anything?
How do you feel about them living together? Like, how do you think the reactions are? Like, how do you think? Because one's a heel and one's a face.
It's funny that you say that. I don't know if I tweeted that or I put it in my Raw review. I don't remember. Oh no, I tweeted that to Stephanie and I
Okay.
added Triple H in it. I remember now. I said, I wonder how it is because Stephanie said something to someone. I don't know if she was bullying or what.
Okay.
And I just responded to it. I said, I wonder how you two sleep at night with you being the heel and Triple H being the face. Who gets the upper hand in this one? I mean, of course, she didn't respond. I really wish she would. But
The game.
didn't. But yeah, I really wonder how does this go at night? Like, who goes to sleep on top? Is it the game? Is it Stephanie? Who's on top at night? Because I think it's the hill. I
I,
think the hill is going over. I think the hill is over.
oh my
So
gosh.
we're gonna put Steph on top of this one. I went there. Deal with it.
You went there.
So up next we have Dick Ryback versus RVD.
Dick Ryback, man. That I thought they were gonna save that for a pay-per-view.
Dun, 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 dun. What did you think of the match? Because I heard it got some bad reviews. I wasn't really paying much attention to it.
Well, fucking Ryback got DQ'd.
Right. But did you pay attention to the match at all?
Not really. I mean, RVD hit a Rolling Thunder. And it was just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I really didn't catch any of the match. I caught the end where Ryback was getting DQ because he just kept ramsacking this guy's nuts
Pretty
and
much, like that was the whole thing.
he just kept doing it over and
And
over.
Ricardo was just like, no.
Throws him back in the ring and gives him the what is that darn move? I keep forgetting the name of that damn move. The shell shock.
Oh yeah, okay.
Now my thing is this: why is Ryback going over in this?
Because they're setting him up for a major swerve.
A swerve?
Maybe. What happens if he joins the corporate? What happens if he joins Paul Heyman's stable?
Then that wouldn't be a swerve because he's still heel.
What's up, Punky?
Ding, 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 ding. But then it's like it defeats my whole be quiet gimmick
Shut
for
up.
Paul Heyman guys because I like Ryback talking right now.
Time out. Ryback on the mic. We'll get to him in a second, but Ryback is a beast when it comes to the mic work.
Yo, I'm starting to enjoy Ryback on the mic. That guy is money right now.
Right.
What's up, pussies? And he's back on his Twitter shit. I tried to tweet him a few things to get a response
It
out
looks like you tried all 31 flavors at Baskin Robbins. Haha.
of him.
That's the shit he's been tweeting to people.
Ryback is just tweeting the most elementary like jokes ever. And I took a look at the people that he's tweeting. It seems as though he has a gimmick of only tweeting back to people that have less than 200 followers.
Yeah, if you're he's picking on
He's picking on the little guy.
he's picking on people.
He's picking on the little guy. Ryback is out of control right now. I try to throw my tweet in there to see if I can get a sell job. He's no selling me, but he's selling the hell out of these 200 and under follower guys.
Oh yeah, he'll put it's like his gimmick. He'll shut down the indie guys. Like he slaps the indie guys, so he slaps like the small guys on the internet.
So how would you feel if he slapped Michael Cole?
I'd love it. That's a face move.
That's a face move?
That's a face move.
Oh, wow. For who?
For Dick Ryback.
That's a face move for Dick Ryback.
Ryback turns.
Oh, I said Michael Cole. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Adam Cole.
About who?
He cock slaps Adam Cole.
They cock slaps Adam Cole?
They bring up Adam Cole. He cock slaps Adam Cole.
Wow, that's heavy.
Man, I just saw this Denver play. Let me tell you what just happened. So the guy is defending the wide receiver.
Uh-huh.
He knocks the ball because the receiver's going for the catch. He knocks the ball down, kicks it up with his leg, and one of the other defenders catches it for the interception.
Okay.
You'll see it. You'll see.
All right. Oh, I just went live again.
What, on Twitch?
On Ustream.
On Ustream? What the hell is Ustream?
It's the Twitch for non-gaming.
Damn, they completely shut the whole damn channel down. That's crazy.
So if you could tweet it out, I just put it out right now.
You got to give me a link. Drop it in here because I want to let my mentions build up so I could check them all later. So drop that in here.
Just go on Twitter real quick. I can't fucking.
I'm letting my. Come on, Smalls.
Stop. It's gonna be just fucking go to the internet. Just go to the fucking thing.
All right. So what do we get next?
Next, you're just gonna no sell the stream.
I'm gonna no sell the stream, Smalls. Just drop it in here. Takes you 2 seconds. Bryan versus Ambrose. What did you think of this match? Because I personally didn't like this match. It just didn't grab me. And it's mainly because I just want to see more from Dean Ambrose on the offensive side.
Okay.
As a champion, and I said this in my review, as a champion, he's doing way more selling than he's doing looking like a credible champion.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's going against Daniel Bryan, who's, the major push right now, I would like for both of these guys to look strong.
Okay.
You have a strong stable. This is one of the guys from the stable. He's a champion. Let's let him look strong. And Daniel Bryan's going to get the win anyway. Let's let the guy look strong. But that's not what we get. Let's see what we got here. Thank you. But that's not what we get. Let me mute this real quick. I got no sell volume. There we go. Bam. Okay. So what did you think of the match?
I agree. I just think Dean is doing a little too much.
Too much what?
Like I think it's a way for him to make him look even stronger, but I think he's doing. I don't know. What do you think? Because I think it was a good match. It wasn't like a tear the roof off kind of match, but it was solid.
Because they've had matches in what was it, Dragon Gate? Where they used to wrestle.
Yeah, Dragon Gate. CC, yeah.
So we know that they could put on good matches, but this just wasn't anything like that.
Yeah.
It was one of those WWE spoon-fed, do what I tell you to do matches.
Right.
Now, when they let him and Seth Rollins go at it, they put on a match. They put on a match that everybody wants to see.
Yeah, Seth Rollins almost broke his neck like 25 times.
But even Seth Rollins jobs a bit to Daniel Bryan also. When I say he jobs a bit, I mean like he's doing a shitload of fucking selling. This is what WWE does. Somebody gets hot and, of course they want to ride that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
but they almost, in a sense, make them seem invincible during matches.
Right.
Can we see them struggle some? Like we don't. When's the last time you seen Daniel Bryan struggle in a match? Think about that.
Cesaro.
How long ago was that?
How long ago was that?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was right before. That was before SummerSlam.
Now take that one away. When's the last time he struggled in a match? Randy Orton when he made him tap.
Yeah. Struggle in a match.
Ever since he's gotten white hot, they rarely make him struggle. And the whole thing was supposed to. It's this whole thing is supposed to be him being an underdog, but he never struggles when he's in the ring. Never. So I just, especially with the Shield. The Shield's supposed to look like this unstoppable force.
Unless your name
But
is unless your name is Seth Rollins.
but he's just kicking their asses.
Yeah.
He's just completely kicking their asses.
Right.
So it doesn't really make them look that strong unless they're together. And that just says individually they get their asses kicked.
Right.
And that's not how it was when they first came out. So, let me see. You want to finish up the notes on that match that you have there?
Well, I guess Randy Orton came out all crazy after the match, and then Daniel Bryan flew through the middle rope, and the Shield came to help him. And then the Big Show grabbed a chair, then dropped it, and Triple H was like, "You need to get in the ring, and you're gonna knock him out." So then Randy Orton.
Did Triple H's music hit when Big Show tried to leave?
No,
He just
did not.
came out,
He just came out.
him and Stephanie together, holding
Correct.
hands.
No, not holding hands. They can't. It's not good for business.
It's great for business.
Um, and then
It's great for business.
so then Big Show went back into the ring, and Big Show didn't want to do it. And Randy Orton, being the true baby face of the company that he is,
Yes.
was trying to he was gonna help, or he was helping the Big Show.
He was offering help to the Big Show. He was offering him a hand.
Yes.
Big Show, I can help you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick the guy up. I know that you don't want to do this. I know I know that you want to keep your job, but the boss is telling you to do something. Look, I'll look out for you. I'll help you out. I'll meet you halfway and hold this guy up. You knock him out. He's a team player. How is this guy not babyface right now? Him and Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
All he's doing is what Triple H tells him to do, and Triple H is only telling him to do what's best for the business.
Right.
So how is Randy Orton not a face?
I don't know.
If Triple H is a face, Randy Orton's a face. He's just being told what to do, and he's doing what he's told to do.
Okay. Well,
Stephanie, on the other hand,
she's different. You can't. You got to deal with her differently.
But Triple H was a heel in this last segment because he just came out bullying guys for no reason.
Him and Ryback need to be a tag team.
Yo, Ryback and Triple H need to get together. That needs to happen.
Oh, it'll happen. I'm pretty sure it'll happen sooner than you think.
Yeah. Maybe tonight.
So then after that, I can't say anything. So anyway, Randy Orton takes the knee to the dome.
Yeah, after arguing with Big Show enough, he turns around, knees to the face, celebration by Bryan.
So, before we go any further, an insider who's at the arena, has said Miz versus Fandango is advertised on the back of the Night of Champions t-shirts. So, is Miz versus Fandango happening tonight?
If they squeeze that shit in the pre-show like you predicted.
Man, I called it, didn't I?
If they squeeze that in there, I'm going to be so pissed.
Why?
Because I don't want to see the Miz's face.
What happens if Fandango wins?
Yeah, that's cool. You actually did mention, a double turn, a swerve that's been going through the rumor mill. Yeah. And it's because
the Miz can't be a good face. I mean, you gave him the Ric Flair thing. You put a title on him. Nobody cares.
He's just not getting over. But here's the thing with the Miz. He's not getting over as anything.
Right.
He just completely
You know
sucked.
what's so weird? It's like I went back and I saw like the WrestleMania matches and when he won the title and when he was the U.S. champion. Like
Wasn't over then either.
there was no crowd. I don't know what Vince saw.
I I don't know. I don't
This is a
know.
very lucky man.
Yeah, yeah. That was probably one of those Vince projects,
Had to be.
but it's definitely a failure. And he just keeps trying to stay with the guy. I know he could do something. Go on ahead. Put him in this match. Why, Vince? It doesn't make any sense. Just do it.
God damn it! Put him in the match. God damn it!
There we go. I can't do a Vince.
Oh.
Everybody sounds like Triple H right now. You tell me to do a Ziggler, I'm gonna do a Triple H.
So
You
why?
tell me to do an AJ, I'm gonna do a Triple H.
So I think what do we have next would be main event, which was
You have on the list NXT
so
tapings.
yeah. I'll talk about NXT because they. But I'm just gonna get main event out of the way. Primetime Players beat 3MB. Big E made an appearance and beat Zack Ryder.
Biggie.
I'm sorry, he beat R Truth. So he beat R Truth.
Was he like heelish in it? Like was he heel?
No, he was playing like I don't know. He just the crowd was behind him.
He was just being normal, just don't say a word and kick ass guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Give me five count him.
he laid on him for a good minute.
All right.
Um, and then Kofi Kingston beat Cesaro.
I thought Cesaro beat Kofi.
No.
Kofi beat Cesaro?
Yes, because Kofi hasn't shot he has another shot at the IC title, so they got to keep him look strong. Why is he like? So is he gonna win the IC title and drop it to Fandango
Hmm.
or Bray? No.
Eventually, Fandango's gonna get this title.
Yeah.
Now, what they do with him when he does win it, I don't know, no, because we all know that those titles are poison.
But Fandango will make it work.
Now that I think about it, since the titles don't mean shit in WWE and they're all poison,
Uh,
this whole entire pay per view is poison.
you know why?
WWE no sells the titles.
Because the WWE creative staff is so used to not writing for championships that they had it write for championships like a week for a week.
What do you mean?
They're not they don't give a shit about the titles until they have to put the titles on the pay per view. So that's why there's just so much like half-assedly with this pay per view.
They've been like this for, since Mania now.
Yeah.
It seems like everything is rushing
Mm-hmm.
and they're not building storylines off. Well, with the exception of SummerSlam, which built two storylines, which is funny that these are the only two matches that matter, and it's because they've been building them since. Actually, building them before SummerSlam, and one started on SummerSlam.
Right.
But but that's the thing. Since they wait so long to announce a match, there's no bill behind them, and then nobody cares. You can't sell a pay per view if nobody cares about the matches.
That's true.
So
And
like
if the sales are bad, they're gonna blame Daniel Bryan.
we can't, yeah, and we can't go into the go home Raw show wondering what the heck are the matches for the card. What's the final card? We still don't know, and we have less than 7 days before the pay per view.
Right.
That's not what's best for business.
So the NXT tapings, which
I didn't see him. Now I see that you have Sami Zayn there, right?
yeah.
But before you get into that, give me your opinion because we didn't talk about this on the show. Sami Zayn versus Jack Swagger. Did you watch the
I
match?
liked it. Bo Dallas. Bo being Bo.
Bo being Bo. Here's what I think. Oh my God, Denver just took the punt to the house.
Yeah, it's over.
Here's what I think about it. And I'm gonna take some scrutiny for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that his match with Swagger was better than his match with Cesaro.
Now you're saying that based on what?
Just everything that they were able to accomplish in that one match. With the exception of Bo Dallas coming out at the end, that ruined the ending. I
Okay.
would much rather have liked to see how this thing would have played out.
Okay.
And if it would have played out, clean, then it would have been even more epic. But I just think that these guys did so fucking much in this match. Whereas the Cesaro match, the first fall was like bang bang. The next fall, was a sleeper. And then in that third one, they pulled out, a few gimmick moves.
Yeah.
Other than if you take away the few gimmick moves that they had in there, then it was a pretty casual match. Whereas the match with him and Swagger was just the whole match was wrestling.
Oh, you're talking about from a psychology standpoint.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're watching that match. I mean, with the Cesaro match, you had no idea who was going to win as you're watching it.
Right.
But as you're watching this match with him and Swagger, the whole time I knew Swagger won, but I'm like, El Generico's going to win this thing, right? Well, let me say Sami Zayn. I'm sorry. Sami Zayn's going to win this thing, right? I'm just watching it like Sami Zayn has to win it. I'm like, but I'm sitting there fighting with myself like I know the ending, but I still don't see it coming because they're putting on such a good match that I'm just so invested in it that I completely forgot what the finish was.
Right.
They were just grabbing me by the story that they were telling in this match. And there wasn't any Zeb Coulter in it. He was there, but he wasn't in it.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed the match. Hated it when Bo came out. But
Bo.
that's what Bo does. They want him to pull heat. There you go.
You know when Bo has his hair long like that, all wet, he looks just like Bray Wyatt.
I don't see Bray in that guy.
I see it a lot.
But let's go on ahead into the NXT tapings.
So, Sami Zayn beat LO Call, aka Ricardo Rodriguez, in a great match apparently. Then Bo Dallas came out and he issued an open challenge, and everyone is invited except Sammy.
Oh shit. So he's no selling Sami Zayn here.
Totally. Triple H comes out, thanks Full Sail, the NXT crowd, all that. Then he says, "We're gonna give Dusty some time off," and then they appoint JBL the GM of NXT.
Hold on, so timeout. Timeout. He comes out. You said he got an applause?
Who, Triple H?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I said Triple H came out and he put over the crowd and he put over the.
Okay, put over the crowd. All right. So he comes over, he's thanking everybody. He's happy to be there. He's showing his face.
Mm,
And then he fires Dusty.
correct.
Just randomly.
Correct.
No build up. He just laid it in there. By the way, Dusty, you're relieved of your duties. Like just like that.
I didn't see it. Hasn't been taped
Oh,
yet.
oh, oh, okay,
Hasn't
okay.
been aired yet. It's been taped.
All right, I gotta see it. And I thought
So
here.
the next one, oh, our good friend Cassius Ohno returns to NXT.
I'm hearing that he's in pretty good shape,
People are saying he's in the best shape they've ever seen him. So it looks like he has been working out hard.
which is scary because he went from being this blob that could work his ass off to being like losing way too much weight. And now I just wonder, like, how does he look now?
Looks good.
I wonder, like, did he put the weight back on? Not the weight, not all that weight. Because what was he like? He was like 3 something, right?
In the beginning, yeah.
Hey, he was whoa. He had to wear that T-shirt. But like I think
But
that
he's
with
tall though, so it's
what's
good.
his height, about 6'6".
6'5" probably.
I say you give him a build of about 250, and he's good to go.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll ever see. We'll never see him that big.
250 athletic build? Nah.
No, we won't see it. He's fine the way he is.
I mean, shit. What did he go down to?
He just muscled up. You know how Del Rio was kind of big and then he kind of tightened up.
Yeah.
That's his Castellano. He just tightened up a little bit.
No, I was wondering what is his weight now. I mean, when he dropped all the way down.
I don't know what he's at now.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So what else do we have?
So Cassius loses to Luke Harper in 4 minutes, and then the big one, the Ascension beat Corey Graves and Adrian Neville to drop the titles.
Really?
So now this gets interesting when we talk about Night of Champions.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does, because
It doesn't. Smalls.
then the next one is the Bo Dallas Invitational. That's next on the show. First up was a random unknown guy. Apparently, it's a new signee they threw out there. Got killed. He literally got in and he got beat with a spear. Everybody uses the spear in NXT, apparently. Then Leo Kruger and Antonio Cesaro came out next, but argued over who would face Bo. Then they both got knocked over the.
So Bo put himself in a gauntlet match.
But they both got knocked over the top rope. El Local comes out and pins Bo.
Now is Ricardo in a mask or no?
He unmasks himself to reveal it was Sami Zayn dressed as El Local.
Oh shit.
So
Oh,
they
so, yeah, so he wow, I didn't even read. I didn't even read what you have there. I was just wondering if he was in a mask. I didn't even know if he was masked or not. But that's funny. Okay, keep it going.
so Bo acts crazy and they end the show like that. Next up was the last one. Was the Ascension versus Corey Graves and Adrian Neville in the rematch of the tag team because you drop it, you get a rematch. They lose. Corey Graves turns on Adrian Neville, so Graves goes back to being a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Graves looked like he should. When I seen him at SummerSlam, he looked like he had like a heel look to him.
right.
Now that was my first time ever seeing the guy, but to me, I said he doesn't look like a face to me. Like his mannerisms don't scream out I'm a face.
Right.
I just thought that he would probably look better off as a heel. But go ahead.
Then the highlight of the night: Sami Zayn beat Bo Dallas for the NXT title.
Whoa, what?
Sami Zayn beat Bo Dallas for the NXT title.
Keep going.
When they were celebrating, JBL came out
No,
and
you should have seen. Like I'm sitting here, like holding my breath, like whoa. And then I read some more, and I'm like, keep going.
JBL came out and the replay shows Bo's foot was on the bottom rope. JBL restarts the match. Bo gets the W after one of the turnbuckles was exposed. So I guess he threw him into the exposed turnbuckle and rolled him up.
Heat,
Good heat.
heat, absolute heat. Now, what does any of that have to do with Night of Champions, Smalls?
Paul Heyman guy, Corey Graves. A lot of the internet folk have been saying that for some reason.
Hmm.
If they really wanted to go with "I don't need you, I have a young CM Punk," then they could go that route.
Yeah.
That's the route I'm thinking.
When again, and I wasn't reading that. I didn't read that he turned on Neville there. So I was thinking like when you said Night of Champions, I'm like, hold up. Are you trying to see if they're going to be a tag team in this random ass match? No, Smalls, it's not going to happen. But okay, yeah, I can that yeah, I can get with that if it happens.
That's if they want to extend that Punk storyline.
I think that'd be pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way to bring him in.
Yeah.
Will they pull a trigger on him?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be like, all right, so here's the guy that you want to beat Punk. This guy here.
Right.
Punk is knocking down all these big guys that you have, and then you send this guy here.
Right.
It'd be a good way to give him a nice rub. But again, how are these guys going to be when Heyman isn't there anymore? They got to get on that mic eventually. Curtis Axel, I'm telling you, he should wear a mask.
Oh my god.
And I don't know how Corey Graves' mic skills is. I hear that he's like average.
I'm not sure. I think he's ready. I think Cassius Ohno is the most ready,
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
but that's
man.
just,
He would have been called up so long ago if he would have just listened to Triple H, did what he had to do, and I gave him a hard time. He would
yeah.
have been main roster. So what do we have next?
Looks like Booker T is going to be on the Night of Champions panel again.
All right,
Next up we have TNA.
all right, the lightning round.
Oh my lord. TNA, and then we'll dip into Night of Champions as this tag team turmoil match starts in 15 minutes. But we have TNA, and we had some solid matches on this show of TNA. It is No Surrender.
Almost 300 viewers, Smalls.
300 total views. We have 167 current.
Oh, I don't know how to look at this thing then.
168. It's the left number. Left number is live.
I don't even see none of that.
So just tweet it out.
No, like all that. What the fudge? What is this? I just see followers and I see views. That's all I see.
I don't know. Followers. What's the number on the left?
Just those two numbers. 24 followers.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
And
Well,
the views count actually just went down when I refreshed it. It was at 297. Now it's at 265.
whoa.
So I think that the views is actually, I don't know. I don't know.
It says we have 165 live people here.
All right, cool. Everybody needs
We
to hit that
lost we
follow
lost
thing.
four we lost 40 people on the band. So if you guys can tweet it out and let everybody know, that'd be spectacular.
All right, so let's go on ahead and get into the lightning round.
This is TNA. So Austin Aries and AJ Styles had a hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
Ended with the Styles Clash. Rude and Magnus. What'd you think of the match?
With Rude and
Uh
Magnus,
huh.
I actually did watch. It just wasn't grabbing my attention. I don't know. TNA just isn't grabbing my attention
You have
anymore.
no interest to talk about TNA, huh?
Smalls. I tried to watch it.
Yeah. You try to watch their TV pay per view.
I tried to watch it. Very first match that we see is AJ Styles and
So they're starting out hot, which is great.
but the match just wasn't what it could be. The match just wasn't what when you look at these two names on paper, you expect this is going to be the match of the night. And it wasn't. And then you have awkward commercial breaks and just awkward pauses during the match and then, we get to the finish where Austin Aries is pulling out all the stops, going with all his finishers. Nothing like, you get his brain buster kicked out of.
Yes.
It's the he doesn't call it cattle mutilation. What does he call his what is that thing called? The horn.
The Horn of Air, the last Chancery.
Yeah, the last chancery, and that was pretty much, gotten out of. And then you have he goes to the top for his 450 splash. AJ catches him up there and gets him with the second rope size splash. Match over.
Yeah.
So Aries can't kick out of nothing. This man just put him into two finishers. He no sold.
They're giving Styles the rocket and shoving it up his ass.
Yeah, but I just would have liked to have seen, you know, mm,
That means because AJ's gonna look super. AJ's gonna beat Bully.
yeah, but it was too predictable.
Uh huh. It was.
Especially when Hogan comes out and says we're gonna do a gauntlet match, winner takes all. So Bound for Glory meant absolutely nothing.
Right.
So you know who's gonna win the thing, and you know what's gonna happen just because he did this bullshit.
Right.
Now, what if AJ? What if they completely no sell AJ? AJ loses, and Hogan says, "I've done everything I could to take this title off of him. Give it to me. Give me the title match."
Why are you sounding like Triple H?
I told you, everybody is Triple H.
Listen here, brother. Let me tell you something, dude. You should put the title on me, brother.
You forgot. You gotta say "brother" 3 times in a row for no.
Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of control with that shit.
Why did he do that?
He's out of control with that
He
shit.
just randomly brothered 3 times in a row. No reason.
No reason.
Oh boy.
So then we had Anderson and Bully Ray.
Smalls at this point, honestly, I was in and out of sleep.
So they murdered Ken Anderson.
You gotta. I heard that this was. I heard that Anderson did a really good job with this.
Mm-hmm.
I missed everything. I was asleep.
Well, it looks like Bully Ray killed Mr. Anderson, and then as he was getting stretchered out, Bully Ray went and grabbed him off of the stretcher,
No soul stretcher.
ripped off the neck brace, and pile drove Mr. Anderson on the stage.
See, now we're at 316 viewers.
So it murdered him. So they murdered Mr. Anderson because that was his last match on his contract,
And he wanted his colors back.
and he took the jacket off.
Smalls, there was a rumor going around that Taz and Tenay was watching Thursday Night Football the entire time of the pay-per-view.
Are you serious?
Yes. It was leaked that
Because of the Jets, because the New York, the Jets.
they was whoever saw it actually took pictures of them. They had TV monitors at the monitors that they were looking at, and the entire night they were watching football.
Wow.
Completely no selling their free pay-per-view.
This article needs to be on TV tracks right here.
Completely no selling the pay-per-view.
That's insane because that's like then you don't give a shit. Like then you don't give a shit at all.
But they want me to give a shit.
Right. That means
how am I gonna care?
That means Taz was watching the game and whatever was said in his ear, he said it. Like see, he wasn't even paying attention. He didn't know what happened outside. He was in his own world.
What did Taz do? He went and said, "Hey, I got a bet on this game. I want to go on ahead and watch it. If you guys don't mind, just call it in my ear and I'll just say it."
I guess Taz is a Jets fan, and so is Mike Tenay, or one of them is a Patriots fan. But Taz is from New York, so
I don't understand how they can make me want to watch this if they don't want to watch it themselves.
I know, right?
That's just crazy. I mean, the game wasn't even that. The game was horrible.
Yeah, the game sucked.
Freaking horrible.
Yeah, the game was trash.
All right. And that brings us into our last match.
Styles and Magnus.
Another match I missed. Tell me about it.
Hell of a match. Lots of false finishes. AJ wins in the end with a spiral tap. And
some type of interference somewhere during the last segment or something.
Oh, Bobby Roode came out.
For no reason.
Bobby Roode and Daniel Kazarian came in and just beat the shit out of Magnus and Styles.
Now, this was before or after the match?
This was during the match.
Just randomly just came out and housed them.
Yes, because he said nobody's going to win. Nobody's winning the Bound for Glory.
So after the beatdown, where was the referee, first of all?
He was in the middle, but he couldn't do anything about it because it was for some reason, I guess it was no disqualification or something.
Yeah, somebody has to win, right?
Yeah, somebody has to win.
So after getting their asses kicked, they completely no-sell it and go back to fighting?
They go back into their sequences.
So did they get beat down or did they get
Kazarian and then Roode was on the middle rope just going crazy.
What was he doing?
Just yelling at the crowd in the audience. Bobby Roode is awesome. Roode is a WWE guy.
Yeah, it's a shame that he's stuck where he's stuck. Oh well, we'll never see him on the big stage.
Styles wins and he does one of those work shoot promos. They came out awful.
Did it come out worse than what he did on the week before?
Yes. It was bad.
So he should be a Paul Heyman guy.
I was just so. It was just bad.
So he's another guy that should wear a mask.
No.
I'm putting a muzzle on everybody right
Why? Now. Oh, you're probably the same person that would put a mask on Antonio Cesaro.
Nah, Cesaro can keep
you know who you are? You're the fucking creative of fucking Chikara, I guess, because everybody in Chikara has a fucking mask.
Talk. Everybody wears masks.
I guess you are the secret booker behind Chikara.
Ric Flair comes into Chikara. Woo! Put a mask on. What do you mean? Put a mask on. Nobody here can talk. Dude, I can talk, man. I'm Ric Flair. Woo! Put a mask on.
Here, and it's like a fucking basketball mask.
This shit just has ripples on it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm out of here. Well, before you leave, I'm going to need that mask back. We got this guy, Curtis Axel, coming in here.
I wipe my ass with it. It's okay. We'll sanitize it. It's Axel's problem. Not my fault you busted a nut in the mask. That's Curtis's problem now.
So now we got to fly through SmackDown because we got 5 minutes before the pre-show, and I want to make sure that I catch it.
Okay, let's see here. SmackDown, the dance-off. Fandango got the biggest pop on the dance-off.
Oh, Miz came out with an afro? Did that really happen?
Yeah, Mizco Inferno.
Mizco Inferno?
Yes. And then the Great Khali came out, who got a bigger pop than the Miz.
Who won?
The Miz. No, nobody won because Fandango was like, oh yeah, the Miz won. And then Fandango was like, everybody get out of my ring. And then they hit their finishers on him or something. Yeah, then they kicked him out.
Well, what was next?
Of meaning, Ziggler, Ambrose turned into the Usos.
Say it again.
Ziggler and Ambrose turned to Shield versus Usos and Ziggler.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and yeah.
I hear it was. I hear that the. I hear it was a good match.
What was it now?
That's what I hear. I didn't see it. I didn't see SmackDown at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not much. And then I guess Dan, yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
Okay, so you didn't personally care for it.
You know what? I read the spoilers and I wasn't interested. When I read Santino beat Damian Sandow,
You had no interest
because
at
how
that.
do you have Santino beat Damian Sandow?
Not only that, he beat him in a couple of minutes with the Cobra.
Is this their way of building contenders for him?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
they have to bury him.
Well, does he cat? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're done with Smack. Can we just knock out our? Can we just talk about Night of Champions as the Night of Champions pre-show is going on? Because you know they're not going to start the match right off the bat.
Okay, all right, I'll give it a try.
They're never. It's not like they're going to turn it on and be like, "Oh, the match."
Let me see. Let me get a site. Let me get a site going.
Well, the pre-show's on. That's free.
It's on now.
The pre-show's on in 3 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. WWE Fan Nation.
Here we go. I found
So what else did we get on SmackDown? Do we anything to care about?
no, it just led to a double. Oh, Triple H bullying Big Show more.
What he did? Oh, he didn't he suspend him for the rest of the show without pay?
Yeah, it was hilarious. And then I got the Shield beat his ass.
Who's Big Show's?
Yeah,
Big Show's turning tonight.
yeah.
Big Show's turning.
You think so?
Yeah, just because they did that. That's everything they're doing is to kind of throw people off of what they're gonna do next.
But why the Big Show? It's like
Cause it's like, what else are they building them for?
he doesn't even need to be in a storyline. He's like, does he sell merch? Like
No, his beanie doesn't sell.
Bork's beanie is the best.
His onesie doesn't sell. No, I don't even think Big Show has merch.
You don't think he has merch?
And I know that you're looking for it now. Big Show
So
doesn't.
I'm reading that this tag team turmoil match. I guess it starts with two teams and a team comes out every a minute or something.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I guess that's what it is.
Does 3MB come out last?
Who will come out last? Probably the primetime players.
Where the 3-man band? Actually, they might start it early. Well, no, they like to bullshit around a bit.
And then they like to take commercials during their pre-show.
Did they have an hour-long pre-show on that show, or that was a half-hour one?
It was an hour long for WrestleMania, but it was a half hour for SummerSlam.
Well, no, before that SummerSlam one. I wonder how that SummerSlam pre-show went. I wonder if it was a disaster.
I
'Cause,
saw it. I went and saw it. The arena was empty when Dean Ambrose came out.
and he came out through the crowd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
The King of Kings.
I know that they was pissed about that.
Pretty soon, though, Wiser, we're going to be going to every fucking show and getting those fucking chairs. For the CAC show shirts.
We're gonna be Road to Night of Champions. They actually made that a playlist.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so the show is now on.
It appears that way. The screen went black. 20,000 people are watching. Now, I picked Los Matadores to show up. We'll see if they show up tonight, folks.
How the heck do they have like a button that says live on here? Like YouTube is so weird. Now, how do I see their? How do I find it? Their pre-show.
Just go to their Twitter at WWE.
We'll sell that. Let's go here. Upcoming event. Let's click on that.
It's on now.
No, that didn't work either.
Ratings have been disabled.
Already? Damn. You type in WWE Fan Nation, the first video that you see is somebody in a shopping cart. WWE Top 10 Hardcore Championship Moments.
Oh gosh, they need to bring it back.
Speaking of moments, let's go on ahead to small
Dude,
time.
that arena is pretty. It's pretty empty too. That arena is pretty empty. I guess it's just a pain in the ass to get through fucking security.
We're the four-man band.
Heavyweight champion of the world in the locker room, just 1 hour away from his moment of destiny.
What are you doing? So, while all this what else do we have to cover here?
Nothing.